Howdy guys, welcome to the cave. I'm Mark, and you're watching Blue Street Customs. Hey guys, well I'm out here at a junkyard, not a wrecking yard, a junkyard. This guy happens to have a few vehicles and stuff like that, and he happened to have one that I can get body panels off. So let me show you a little bit of what I've got to go through to get these parts, and maybe a little bit of what this yard looks like. So we got a bunch of vehicles here. There's a black Caliber right there. Parts on that are no good for me. They're just as rusted as the car I'm working on. Of course, a few more cars, trailer frames, all kinds of stuff all the way around. Got a Dodge Ram 1500 here, motor's missing. Got a Durango here. If it was in a little better shape, I might think of actually buying it. It's got the V8 Magnum in it. Four-wheel drive. And of course, a bunch more cars all the way up. But here's what we're working on. I've already got the front fenders off. Front bumper was torn off. So I got two front fenders off. But as you can see, it's sitting pretty much right on the ground. Wheels are gone, some of the suspension's missing, but the car is in really good shape. This rocker here only has a small hole in it, which is a hell of a lot better and easier to fix than the one that's on the red car that I have. So I gotta cut all through here, come across in the door frame, try to cut all the way through. A little bit of surface rust right there, it's not a hole. And then same thing back here in the rear quarter, just a little bit of bubbling going on. I can clean that up real easy. Now this side of the door is damaged, but the rocker is perfect. But again, sitting right down on the ground. So I did bring my high lift jack. So I'm going to try and find some rims or something around here. I'm going to jack it up as best as I can, as safely as I can, to give myself some more room. Now the partner I'm here with, we got a brand new generator that we borrowed from a friend, and it is literally brand new. It's never been ran before. Put some gas in it, and of course, dopey me didn't look at all the tags. There's no oil in it. So he run to the store, grab some 1030 oil so we can fill this up, and then we can finally get the grinder and the sawzall going. So I'm going to jack this up, and I'll be back in a bit. Hey guys, well, we're back home. I decided not to record anymore. It was getting damn hot out, very sunny. The weatherman said it was 33 in the shade. Feels like 41 in the sun. So I just didn't want to bother setting up camera and everything else and having it sitting in the sun. But let me show you what I got. So we got the rockers. All I did was grab the skin. Now this one here, got to clean up a little bit right there. And then you can see there's a little bit of bubbling here and there, but it's not holes. So I'll clean all that up. There is a small dent here that I'm going to have to fix. Now on the other one, there is a dent there. Now there is a bit of rust here, but nothing like the one that's on the car. Otherwise, other than that, there's a little bit here that I'm going to have to patch. But again, nothing like the other car. Now as far as the front fenders, I got a dent here, and the fenders are perfect. Now, I grabbed a chunk of rear quarter panel so that I can cut that up to patch this one. So like I was showing you that other rocker with the hole in it that I got to patch, this here is how bad this one is. It's all the way back there, all the way underneath. I mean, there's nothing left here. And then there's this spot all the way through. So to patch that other one is nothing. I can actually cut even right here and use it to patch that one. The other side is a little better, so I can use even more of that side if I need to. Then of course, like I said, I showed you the fender. This one's got the hole here, you know. And then the passenger side fender, like I showed you last time, there's nothing left. It's just falling apart. All right. So we'll change out those and everything will be nice and honky-dory on the car. And probably next spring, I probably won't paint it this year just because of the amount of money that we have and that we have to work with. I also picked up from that other parts car this here. This is a cargo concealer, kind of hides things. I also picked up another headlight bulb and a driving light bulb and a few other little odds and ends. So the next thing you'll see is I'll have the other side done. I'll start taking off the front bumper. I'll take off the two front fenders so that I have good access for the rockers. So give me a little bit and I'll be back. Okay guys, well, first things first, I gotta take this front bumper off. And at the same time, at some point in time, I will be trying to patch that. I gotta take the front bumper off. I gotta take this inner wheel liner out. I gotta take that bottom corner off. I gotta take off that little triangle trim piece. And then I can pull off the headlights and the front fenders. Now the reason I'm doing all that is to make it easier to do my rockers, because part of the rocker does go behind the fender. I'm going to get started on that. Oh yeah, I also have to pull off the inner wheel well liner all the way around, because again, the rocker goes in behind it. Obviously this one's missing. Pull off this rubber piece, and then I'm going to figure out where everything's going to go. I may have to pull all the door trim off so that, you know, I don't wreck it or melt it when I'm welding. Same thing here. You pull that door trim off so that depending on how far I go up here, which I shouldn't be going up that high, I only cut the other car that high just so I had extra to work with, because most of it should stop, you know, probably right around here. So I'll probably try to follow this line. We'll see how bad the metal is right here. Now obviously the back door or the back section, I'll have to come up higher. We'll check to see what type of rust is here once I got it ground down. See how bad it is back here. And then I might have to just come up and follow this line here and then come across here somewhere. So first things first, all the inner fender liners, and then I can start on the front bumper and headlights. Okay guys, as you can see, I've already got this fender liner out. I already have the antenna disconnected from up here, right? And the reason I did that was to see exactly what I needed to be able to take these fenders and stuff off when I went to the parts car, so I wasn't missing any tools. So now I'm going to go to the other side here and take all of this one apart. I got there a bunch of plastic clips and stuff that I've got to take out, a couple screws. And then there's a screw up in here that I need to take out. So I'm going to set up the camera and get started on that. Okay, so we have it out. Now, if you haven't noticed, I really hate these fucking plastic clips. Any goddamn manufacturer watching this, get rid of them. I have an 85 Chevy truck right there and everything is bolted in. Get rid of them, especially on 2 pieces of flimsy plastic trying to get these dirt-bound plastic clips apart so you can get them apart. Get rid of them. If you haven't noticed, this ain't made for kids. Anyways. Hey, now that we've got that plastic liner out, there are 2 bolts under here. There is 1 bolt behind here, 1 here, 1 here. There is a bolt just under here. Kind of see it there maybe. Maybe not with the sun. There you go. Then there is 1 back up in there. And then there are, well, we got to get this bumper off first before we can get the fender off. So let's continue working on that. So to get the bumper off, like I said, there's 1 here. I've already taken a bunch of these out right here. And I have to double check underneath the front to see if there's any more of those freaking plastic clips. And then the bumper should be ready to come off. So anyways, underneath the car, we got a 10 mil belt there. We got 1 there. We got 1 there. And I think that's it. Then I'm pretty much ready to pull this bumper off, other than unplugging the lights. So let's get you set up so you can see what I'm doing. Okay guys, I got the 3 bolts out on the bottom. Bumper's ready to come off. I'm just going to disconnect the wires. And there we go. Bumper is off. So I got to charge my battery and I got to make some supper. So I'll be back at this tomorrow. See you then. Okay guys, supper's done. All that stuff. So I was looking at the film. I got more than enough to make another episode. So I'm going to close this one out here. But in the next video, I'll be pulling off the front fenders, prepping up the parts, and possibly even getting into cutting off the rockers. So until that video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you can get notified for when I post videos. Also, if you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you have any questions, leave them down below as well. There's more stuff coming, so make sure you hit subscribe, hit that like button, and hit that bell notification.